This is a fictional mindbender. I watched Secret Invasion Episode 2 as of the time of this recording, and while I thought some of it was mediocre, there was one scene that I thought was so excellently done that it's in my top 5 of the entire MCU. That scene being the debate between Nick Fury and Rhodey. Though the two have technically been long-standing allies, they've never met in person on screen before. But that wasn't the reason why I liked it either. This scene was brilliant because of how I think it showed Fury's desperation to get allies in his efforts to counter the Skrull invasion. During this engagement, he hits Rhodey on all levels to call in favors. He tries pulling rank, pulling morality, pulling on who knows more than who, and how their friendship got Rhodey into his position in politics in the first place. At the last moment, he even ends up pulling the race card as a fellow black man in the American service. That last one is interesting because of the reactions I've seen from it online. Many people took this at face value as the show showing low-level commentary on racial history in the American military. However, I don't think that was the point, and it is also out of context. Consider the character context of Nick Fury. In all his portrayals throughout the MCU, he is always shown as being 5 steps ahead of everybody else. He knows the secrets and the secrets. He has access to more power and info than most people could ever dream of, and creates the world's first superpower team. Now he's in a state where he's older, out of step with the times because he chose to remove himself from the field after the snap. His colleagues don't trust his ability to handle things anymore, and now one of his closest friends and allies is dead amidst a failure to stop a major bombing. Fury has never once played racial politics with any of his allies in the past, the closest to it being Captain America in the elevator scene during the movie Winter Soldier. Moreover, he has shown that he is completely willing to play underhandedly and manipulate others to get them to do what he wants or believe what he wants. As he says in the first Avengers movies, they needed to push. In this situation now, Rhodey sees what Fury is doing, and I imagine he's playing the political long game enough to know when someone's trying to get leverage on him. He shot down all of Fury's previous attempts, and the last one was the most personal, and I think that sets Rhodey off. Now, I've seen other commenters and YouTubers have said that this was on the surface level legit, or that Rhodey was probably a Skrull anyway, even some saying that he sold out to the man, all of which may or may not be true. But in the immediate context of the scene, the shift in tone becomes obvious. Rhodey gets much more blunt, more authentic, and yes, even sarcastic with Fury for pulling the low blow. Like other allies, he has no faith in Fury, and that he was so desperate now as to practically beg him for it with a pathetic attempt at subtleties was his breaking point. This scene was brilliant because it shows the nuances that the actors and their characters are working at. It doesn't pull the simple social commentary that many accuse the MCU of, but rather shows the character's complexity in terms of how they can use social issues in terms of their own personal issues. But if you disagree, or maybe agree or have a different view, let me know below. But otherwise, this is a fictional mindbender, and you guys have a good day.